What is going on today, guys? So today what I'm going to be doing is I am going to run through Power Query. I'm going to merge multiple data sets together in one Excel workbook. Now you can do this through multiple Excel workbooks in Power Query into one spreadsheet by amalgamating different data sets through the cleaning phase. To help with automation, with data analytics. Today, we are just going to touch on if you've got one big spreadsheet worth of data and you're dealing with some inventory data or sales data for different months of the year, now you might be able to combine January, February, and March worth of data there. Okay, so straight away, I'm just opening up a new workbook here. I'm going to Data tab at the top of the screen, get data from file, from exit data. So supermarket data down here. And then from there, what I'm doing is I'm going to click on the supermarket data. So this is the raw data set here with everything. I go transform data, and that will open up Power Query editor. Okay, so as we can see here, we've got a few data sets that we need to get rid of. We've got January, February, and March here. We want to amalgamate all three different data sets. So with this, we want to get rid of some of these columns here to start with. So I'm going to go remove, remove, and remove. Okay, so we've just got our tables here, or our data sets for these particular sheets left. Now, if I want to get rid of some of these rows, what I do is I go up to remove rows. So what I can do here is, or I can go keep rows alternatively too. So if I just want to keep the rows, for example, go to 4 rows, okay, and it just cuts the bottom rows out there. Now, if I want to remove a row, I can remove top row. So I don't need this one here. I just need January, February, and March. We go 1. Okay, and now we've got data that we need here. We expand. We go okay. All right, so we can sort of see all our data here for January, February, and March. It's all been amalgamated. So what we do here now is we go to the use first row as header up the top of the page here. I click on that and that brings up that first line because before it was, if I go back, say you go back in Power Query because Control Z doesn't work, click on this. If I go back, promoted headers, yeah, so you can see here, I've just got name, data column 1, 2, and 3, and it's not effective because it's not the top row that we want. So the use first row as headers, I can now have a look. Okay, so I've got January here, that should be month. However, I have another month metric column over here that I used with the month function when I was playing around with this initial data set. So what I need to do is I need to change the name of this to month metric, hit enter. Okay, and going back, and we're going to change this first column here to months, hit enter. Okay, so our data set's looking pretty good here now. What we can do is you can see that January, February, and March have all been put together there. So what I can do now is I'm good to go and close and load. So close and load, and bang, there it is. Now, if you forget to sort of get rid of the top header rows when you put through the data and amalgamate it together like I did, you can just come down here to the row and just delete those rows there aren't needed because it's all been connected together. Now, this is a good strategy if you've got, obviously, some people will go, oh, you could just V-stack that or copy and paste. Yes, you could. This isn't a very big data set. It's just an example of what you could do if you had, 3,000 rows for January, 4,000 for Feb, and 3,500 for March, for example. You could use this method to amalgamate that data together. So that's if you've got different tabs on the same workbook. That's how you would you would approach it as a business analyst. If the inventory is coming out of a software into a spreadsheet, and the boss says, "Look, I just want the data from January through to through to March, and for you to perform an analysis on it. We want to see the spreadsheet and analysis. This is a way to get the data set." Thanks for listening to me tonight, and make sure to hit the subscribe button if you're liking this content. Thank you.